came to the same side he was in and shot him and shot. And from there, Vaughn was already on the ground. And the police started shooting.
So, because at first people thought Vaughn. Hey, did the police identify themselves like, yo? You said the other guys who shot Vaughn, right? Those were the only shots they fired, but 2 more people died. So I'm guessing maybe some confusion with the people that were with Vaughn, thinking, yo, there's more people that's trying to get us. So they probably, how does?
Of course, because that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it could look like that too.
Yeah, it's gonna look like that.
Because you don't know where the shots are coming, so they're like, damn, we're not even armed.
Yeah.
We left our weapon in the car.
Facts. You thinking like I said, like, oh shit, everybody just blasting, like, oh shit, they trying to get us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So that's why Vaughn asked him, did y'all shoot back by any chance? He said, yo, we didn't have nothing on us. Yeah. So it's just the opposite side shooting the cop.
The thing is, if Vaughn was gonna make that move and if Vaughn told him, hey, I'm about to go do this, at least, see, the manager would have probably told me, you don't even need to get into this beef stuff.
Yeah,
he probably would have diffused it.
Yeah.
But even if he did tell him, and then people would grab stuff,
would have been ready.
But the fact that they went, the way they ran after him is like, I want to go get Vaughn and put him in the car because he's acting crazy.
Right.
Because they said he was just a step ahead of them. So that's when everything just start going crazy.
And also, a good thing would be they would have known their surroundings. Because like he said, he didn't know about that white car. Because he came out of that white car. So if they knew that white car came with him, they would have been ready. They would have been like, okay, make sure y'all ready because that's another car, that's another alert, But they know nothing, so they can't come prepared if they ain't got nothing on them and they don't know what's going on.
Nobody was aware, like none of the other guys was aware of what was going on. So by the time that Vaughn reacted to the situation, like I said, he jumped out the car. I'm jumping out the car behind him. You got his DJ. You got one more person that went back to the car to prepare himself because he knows certain things like that might happen. It was already too late. That 1.5 second of him jumping out the car, bumping into so-and-so, the shooter already shot him from his angle. And everybody else coming towards him was getting shot at by the officers. The other 2 people that died from bullet wounds from the officers.
That's what I wanted to know.
I wanted to know that too, but that's what's starting to make sense. Because the way he was saying it, I'm like, okay, the other guy shot Vaughn.
And then the officer shot the other 2 friends.
Yeah.
Vaughn friends.
So that's why it was pronounced when they say, there was 2 people that actually.
So the police did shoot Vaughn friends because they didn't know where the shots were coming from. So that's why those shots. So it's not like they was trying to.
I just caught that.
Even though, but he did say something too. He didn't even identify. They didn't even identify that they were cops. They didn't say, "Hey, you guys," So they just start shooting just like that.
Yeah,
So it's almost.
But they said they were off duty, but they probably they had a strap on the side.
Yeah, but the fact that they didn't reveal who they were, they just start shooting, and then these 2 end up losing their life because of a situation that was, it's gonna suck.
No, everything sucks.
They was dragged into some shit they wasn't already for real.
The whole thing.
2 people end up losing life because of a fight that didn't need to happen. It was so petty. Like, it really didn't need to happen like this.
This is horrible.
That's 3 people, I should say.
Yeah.
3 people.
This is a nightmare, bro. It's a nightmare.
Right?
I don't have any more blocks.
I wouldn't know, but I know it was undercovers, and it wasn't no shots to wound, to drop weapon. It was
no warning shots.
Execution style shots. And
damn.
Wrong or right, that's on the judge or whoever to decide. It's not up to me, but I do know that when you guys see everybody ducking for cover, it wasn't ducking for cover for the guy that's shooting Vaughn. Because after he shot Vaughn, that was it. Like, he got shot right there. He was already wounded. It's shots from everywhere else that everybody was concerned about. Cars was running people.
But that's kind of irresponsible from those cops. You just shoot. You could be shooting a kid. You don't know where you're shooting at. No warning shots in the air. They do, what is this?
What it is, when they heard that guy that shot Vaughn,
Vaughn? Because he said at least 4 to 5 shots coming from that guy.
What's the
Okay. That signaled the cops to trying. They basically trying to find out who shoots. So they blasting.
But that's irresponsible on their part. I don't know what kind of cops these are.
They're thinking it's a war exchange. So
I see a bunch of black people always war.
Yeah, so they blasting people.
What?
And remember, they're trained. So that's why when those people instantly died, it's because they were shooting to kill. Those
you don't even know what you're shooting at. You could be shooting a kid, a baby, a mom.
They sound like some headshots type of deal. Because the way the cops they said they executed.
These cops need to do something.
They was on some execution.
Yeah, because all that shit didn't need to happen like that. Now I understand you fire some warning shots to get people to act right, to see where the shots are coming from.
No, but there's already shots.
Just like that.
They went in.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know. Were they wrong? I wouldn't know. But I know it was undercovers, and it wasn't no shots to wound, to drop weapon. It was straight execution shots. And wrong or right, that's on a judge or whoever to decide. It's not up to me. But I do know that when you guys see everybody ducking for cover, it wasn't ducking for cover for the guy that was shooting Vaughn. Because after he shot Vaughn, that was it. Like, he got shot right there. He was already wounded. It's shots from everywhere else that everybody was concerned. Cars was running people over. People was getting shot. Other people with armed weapons was in danger. Because the police, if you had a weapon on you that day, I believe somebody got shot. That's my honest belief.
You said Vaughn was conscious when he was on the ground. Even he was trying to hold like the person to shield himself. When he got to the hospital, was he conscious then? And was there any way how maybe he could have survived this?
When he was in the car, I myself wasn't there. But the gentleman that was in the car with him was panicking, and Vaughn was the one that was like, "Hey, calm down, slow down, chill. I'm gonna be good."
That's crazy. Even though he shot, he should be the one that's panicking. He tell the other nigga, "Hey, calm down." You know that's some shit. Hey, he's tough. What? That's crazy.
Get him to the hospital. So he was very.
Now I'm coming up with a new idea.
On the truth, we all thought that the way he was carrying himself, from that incident, from what I was told from the people in the car, that he would have been fine. But looking at the footage, that was a very close range shot, multiple close range shots. So, God had other plans that night, and it's sad, and unfortunately, we heartbroken as a community and as families.
So close shots are more vital, because I don't know about like close shots and like far shots, so it could penetrate more. Damn, he said
well, that's just obvious. Come on now.
Who's that guy that was right by that white car and behind the white car?
Damn.
And you could tell that he got shot too. His hand was out, and you could see that.
I didn't see all that. I can tell that from the footage.
It looks like the cops spotted him because when he shot, you will see like a hand extended.
Oh.
But you also see him dragging, so you could tell that he got hit. So it was probably the cops wounded him. Because they found out he's a shooter.
Yeah, he pointed. They see him pointing.
Yeah, so they hit him over the shooter. That's why you start going towards the white car and he trying to skirt off because he got hit.
Damn.
Yeah, so they got crazy.
Friends that he died that way, but that's something that we can't even explain. I personally, and I know his family and his friends, wish that he survived that.
Because they were saying, what's crazy? They were saying that he was in critical condition. When they said that, I'm like, damn, okay, he gonna get through. Because they said it looked like he's gonna be able to come back, and that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
but we didn't really know how it was gonna end. That's what we was hearing. Like it looked like it was gonna be,
we were hoping that
Yeah.
Like that. And then when I get messages.
Yeah, the gang letting us know.
Yeah, I was like,
it's for real.
Yo, DJ Academics did it. So that's why I was doing my research, checking. I'm like, nah, dog. Like, nah. It just was weird, man. It was weird. It's like, oh,
You were just hoping that it was
just hope it's a critical and it just he recovers like some shit, but shit turned out left, man.
Alive at the hospital, you know?
Yeah. I believe he died during surgery.
Oh fuck. Damn. Even when they got him there, you would think, you know? But I think because of that post-range shot.
Yeah.
Communicate with his family, as you just mentioned, as a manager and someone, you know, again, while one of the reasons why you move around with artists, and especially the artists that you move around with, you probably are no stranger to some of the things that could happen.
For sure.
In a situation like that, like, how do you even proceed? How do you communicate with people who love him or otherwise? I know you had a few guys there as well, but like, how do you handle that?
Right now, as a team, our number one focus is to make sure that his immediate family is taken care of.
Facts.
His mom.
Let's say that again. Because a lot of these artists die and their family just left stranded, like not knowing what to do. So I'm happy he said like, yo, the family is first, you know.
His sisters, his brothers. Vaughn had 2 kids. Just making sure they got a trust funds, whatever income. And Vaughn wasn't signed to projects with Empire, so he owns all his masters. He wasn't an artist that sold his publishing, so everything belongs to him. God,
real nigga shit.
which is amazing, and it's a blessing from God because his kids and his family will be good for the rest of their life.
Facts.
It's not like he got to go buy his masters back, or he got to go. Oh, he's getting a piece of publishing. He gets everything that belongs to him. Once
he did everything right. He did everything you're supposed to do. Got your masters. Talented at the prime. This is how you set up. Yeah.
It's mostly like y'all being like letting people get your masters and shit is crazy. You need to do more partnerships with labels instead of signing your life away to the label.
Facts.
That's the only deal you should take. Partnership. You help me, I help you. We both eat and stuff like that. But as far as you owning me, thinking about you're gonna own all my
he got all his publishing. You can't tell him shit.
So he made sure
his manager. They move right.
The project commitments that he had with Empire is going to be a very lucrative artist.
So I'm guessing there might be more music to come later, right? If the family so wishes.
For sure. Vaughn had 9-10 videos with him, with his artists. He had 2 more projects.
And then he did say, remember he did say there's a video that he was supposed to be dropping that Friday.
Yeah, I've seen
it. It was a Thursday, but he said that Friday. But I don't know. I see that they hold it off. Nothing dropped. Yeah. So, yeah.
He could drop. Vaughn was an artist that work ethic was phenomenal. So he overworked everybody in the building. So he had a lot of music. And just to clear a couple rumors, I see that some of the rumors going on that some of the family saying that his acquaintance stole.
Yeah.
Oh, we did hear about that. There was a footage showing it, but listen, we question everything. That's why we don't jump on here talking. So I want to see what he's saying. Yeah.
That they went to his house, grabbed a Louis bag, and stole. Is that true?
Listen, guys, that is false, guys.
Wow.
That's what Vaughn. Not only wouldn't they take $1 from Vaughn because he provided for them to his death. Those are, you know how regular people have friends and they have friendships? These guys are not regular friendships. They're, for some reason, the O Block and the Chicago friendship is deeper than anything. I'm amazed on how they move with each other. These are people that would give their life for each other, which you've seen 2 of them actually did. So there's no way no way that they would steal anything from Vaughn. And not only that, I myself made sure that Vaughn died. All 6-7 other guys that's with him just got a deal for $50,000 each, and each of them just made $5,000 in their pockets. The same night. We was celebrating Bost's birthday, and his artists or his homeboys signing. So what purpose would they have? What purpose would they need to go steal when they just made $50,000?
So it's like everybody around him always eating. That's what he's trying to say. Yeah, why would they do this?
There was no greed.
Unless you want some greedy shit.
Yeah, it was like everybody was.
Who's putting these footages together and saying, I want to know who's like, we stay seeing this shit.
No, but it all could tie in. If you got, let's just say, Asian doll saying, homeboys is shady. Oh, you know what? Let's take this video. It's all gonna tie in because remember, this whole wave of homeboys and stuff like that, it all can look like this is the truth. So sometimes y'all gotta step back and like, hold on, is this what it is?
I believe what he is saying because even from looking at that image, he make it make sense for me, like what I was seeing. Because I couldn't make sense of it. Yeah.
Guys just made $50,000 that night on signing on a distribution deal. Project with Vaughn cosign, and that night alone, I passed out $5,000 to each individual.
Personally.
So there's no need for no money. And the bond that we have with the gentlemen in Vaughn,
55.
They would come to me before they have to steal. Because just like Vaughn was a provider for them, I was a provider for them. Dirk is a provider for them. So there's nobody in that house that would dare steal from Vaughn after all he has done did for them and what he's continuing to do for them even after death. That don't even make no sense. But everybody more indifferent. Everybody's speculating. So I can't fault the family for making assumptions, but that's not right, guys. Let's not drag the people that he stand on and the legacy he stand on, because Vaughn's legacy was his guys. That's why everybody had O-Block chains. So everybody was around him. That's why he was on O-Block every single day. He just was in the process of buying a house for his guys, cars for his guys. Literally, all this is the process of going down in the next week or so. So this is somebody who stand on the same people y'all dragging. The same people that y'all dragging on social media is the same people he would die for and would die for him. And that's the part I don't like. Because you guys are spectators. And it's not a problem to be a spectator and you have your outside opinion. But when you are dragging the same people this man lived for, you're not doing Vaughn any justice. Yeah, how are you really helping Vaughn by dragging the same people that he lived and died for? Crazy. How? They're mourning just like y'all mourning. Ours for his guys. Literally, all this is the process of going down in the next week or so. So this is somebody who stand on the same people y'all dragging. The same people that y'all dragging on social media is the same people he would die for and would die for him. And that's the part I don't like. Because you guys are spectators. And it's not a problem to be a spectator and you have your outside opinion. But when you are dragging the same people this man lived for, you're not doing Vaughn any justice. How are you really helping Vaughn by dragging the same people that he lived and died for? How? They're mourning just like y'all mourning.
Have you talked to Dirk?
I spoke to Dirk a couple times.
I can imagine Dirk's going through it. He recently deleted his Instagram. How is he doing mentally?
Dirk is a very strong individual. And Dirk been through this rodeo before. And Dirk is somebody I respect and honor, and have the most love for it. Like, genuinely. He's going through a tough time right now. He's figuring it out just like we figured it out. And unfortunately, there's nothing he could have did about it because he wasn't there, and legally he couldn't be there. And maybe if Dirk was there, he could have been that voice, because Dirk is one of the people that Vaughn look up to and listen to. He could have been that voice that's like, hey, chill out. There's a lot of things going on. Let's do this another time. And unfortunately, I am one of the voices that Vaughn listened to. He listened to me for about 2 years. A lot of my artists give me that respect due to my history and due to the way I move and carry myself with them. But for some reason that night it wasn't a chance to speak back. everything happened. Like the footage you guys seen and digesting and taking critics on is 2.5 seconds of altercation. You guys are trying to make this like this was planned. These guys were supposed to know. There was their security was there. They had fire. Why they didn't blow?
See?
Hey.
That if you don't know what the story, I mean not story. If you don't know the details that he just gave us right now, you would think something else looking at that footage. Because that's why we kind of hold up. I'm like, wait, something is confusing. It's not adding up. It looks like this one's helping him. It's just a lot of stuff in there that make you think, you know. So I'm happy that he came out and he said his piece. Yeah.
This is neat.
Yeah.
Literally, one representative came to the car. From there, 1 second later, Vaughn was out the car. From there, 1 second later, Vaughn was shot. And then from there, police started shooting. The night was over. What time does anybody have to even do anything? At this point, guys is shot. They homeboys getting killed in front of them. Vaughn getting shot. Police shooting. Everybody is in a state of panic because it's not. Crazy. It wasn't a situation where it was digested and it was put out there in the right way. It was Vaughn. And I love Vaughn to death. And like I said in the beginning, Vaughn is somebody I would put my life with. He know how to move. He carry himself great. He's one of the people that if he's in the city, he's in the club, he's watching everybody, he knows. For some reason that night, I don't know why, I really can't explain, Vaughn did not move like Vaughn would move. His guys didn't know what was going on. The few people that did know what was going on wasn't too quick to react because it was a fast-paced situation. I can't carry no firearm. You know what I'm saying? Security carry my firearm. Legally, I can't carry a firearm. So there's no way that the people that was in the car with him and the one person that went to get the firearm to situate him ended up getting shot by the police.
Damn.
So it's like you guys gotta stop making sense.
It's like a loss at every corner.
Yeah.
He can't carry. Vaughn can't carry. The nigga that's gonna go get help to see what's going on because he don't know what's going on. He gets hit. So it's like
he has a gun compared to cops shooting anybody with guns.
Right, that's what he said.
So that's why in cops' eyes it looks like war. Yeah. It looks like this one shooting this one. So cops like, I'm gonna stop both of y'all.
I think those cops need to get in trouble too, because the way they were shooting, that was reckless. They could have hit a kid. They could have hit anybody. They should have let out some fire, like some warning shots before they start going off like that. I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy to me.
The police were going around like his guys knew what was going on and they just straight left Vaughn. Bro, these guys will die for Vaughn. To this day, I'll stand on that. Everybody that y'all trying to drag on the internet, y'all don't have half of the loyalty they have for Vaughn. Y'all probably don't have half of the loyalty they have for y'all family like they have for Vaughn. So all this going on like they left him for dead.
Well, I don't know where they get that from.
From
the footage, you can clearly see that they all trying to get into that car. Right. So I don't know where y'all getting that information from.
You know, like I said,
but there's some people, trust me, I'm side-eyeing. This is not the situation.
Like, y'all don't even know what the fuck went on that night to even say those type of things. Half of those guys didn't even know what was going on. Then the other half was in shock. They homeboys getting killed right in front of them. Then half of us was trying to move away from getting shot from the police. And by the time Vaughn got shot, from the footage, who could have possibly helped Vaughn? From the way the incident happened and got shot. It's not like the shooter was far range. He came from the side and, bro, that was a blind shot, literally. The shooter was as close as Vaughn like this. Me, Vaughn, the shooter. It's God grace that I got shot through the leg, not anything else. Because the way he was shooting, he just shot straight for Vaughn.
Crazy. So
you guys got to stop this, bro. Because if y'all mourning and y'all really care for Vaughn, bro, stop tarnishing his legacy. Stop. His legacy is those same guys you guys dragging. He lived and died by those guys. That's the same guys he broke $100,000 to. That's the same guys that traveled every day to the shows. That's the same guys that made sure he was protected every day. Those are the same guys that's mourning right now, lost. Completely lost, tarnished, heartbroken from an incident that happened. And you guys are not doing any justice by dragging everyone, bro. Please. Hey, like, send your condolences.
What do you say to, certain people who say, yo, now because of this is like a Chicago versus another region, and we saw like other Chicago artists. They're like, yo, they pulling up, and like, do you see this escalate, or do you think at this point this could be handled in a way where we're not losing the lives of more black men?
Facts.
Honest truth, I can't speak for his acquaintances, and I can't speak for the individuals that feels a certain way about the incident, because I'm not them. What I can say is that we've seen where violence, and we've seen where taking things to the extreme gets everyone. We lost a real good-hearted person who not only cared for strangers, not only cared for his guys, cared for his family, cared for his fans. This is someone who stood on loyalty and respect and principle. So all I can say is that I don't want to lose any more guys like him. I don't want to lose any acquaintances of mine. I don't want to lose anybody from Chicago. I don't want nobody to put themselves in a position to where they can get incarcerated or they can lose their life. It's deeper than...
He's saying some shit, though. Everybody lose in a situation like that.
We all lose.
Either you going to jail or you in the coffin. Everybody lose. It's like it's like a recycle of people dying in a situation like this, where you got one side killing this side and then the other side want revenge. So he's saying, hey, I don't know what his people gonna do, but he said this is not what I want to continue. He's being real. He kept it real.
An altercation that happened. Yes, he lost his life, but losing your life is not gonna bring his life back.
Facts.
That's the best way I can answer that.
He kept it real.
I guess you, like, again, the internet been going really crazy with so many rumors, so many things. I'm glad you've actually spoken up, because, after hearing you speak, it don't look like you're trying to, like, defend yourself. You're really saying the people in terms of, like, the guys who he's been rocking with from O Block and the people who surrounded him. They weren't snakes. They weren't people who just ran and left them. They weren't people who weren't, they didn't stand for him like how he would stand for them. You get me? And I think that narrative is hurtful. It's hurtful because, they're probably watching this. Their family members is watching this, and also his family's watching this, maybe not knowing what to believe because they weren't there. Again, yeah, I look at what, like, Asian Doll is saying, and I think she has to chill out. She got to chill out.
Before I got on here with you, I told her to chill out. And I told her, hey, bro, it's not about you. And I'm going to get to the bottom of this for Von and his legacy's sake. Because the way, and even with the way she's tweeting, if I didn't come and tell you that she's talking,
you couldn't believe it.
To Von through the spiritual realm.
Because I thought that he actually called her.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, we felt like
the way you send it out.
Like, wait a minute, say what now?
Well, I'm glad he clarified.
Yeah, he cleared everybody.
You guys wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, that's facts.
Y'all would have think Von literally called her and told her.
See, just like we said.
We would think that he was probably on his deathbed in the hospital.
That's
telling her that, like, all these guys are fake and people set me up. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was sounding. Wow. Any information about? I know it's super early, but still arrangements for maybe a homegoing service. Any way fans can pay their respects. Any way people can continue the legacy, and also just mourn together as a collective. Because a lot of people liked him, whether they were fans, friends, like family, whoever.
Right now, myself and my team are reaching out to his mom, and all those things are getting processed. And when we do have more information, we'll definitely give it to the public, so his fans and his supporters and anyone who genuinely loved him could come and show their respect and we can mourn together. And guys, just on a final say so, I'm not mad that the world is hurting, because we lost someone dear. And I don't know how impacted Vaughn. I don't know how impactful Vaughn was to certain individuals. And you guys could mourn. The family's mourning. We're mourning. I mean, I myself, not only mourning, been shot, going through all type of legal situations, just trying to figure it out. To understand. And this is the whole point of me calling act. Like, there's a plenty times I could have called act on other speculation.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm here, guys, is to let you guys know the way you guys are dragging the same people he lived and died with is not helping Vaughn. It's not paying tribute to Vaughn. If anything, if you guys are disrespecting the same guys he lived and stood and died for, how are you really mourning for him? How are you really bettering him going forward? How? Especially on a 3-4 second video camera angle. Come on, guys, let's do better than that. Because these guys are literally hurting right now. They just lost someone past a brother. They just lost a provider. They just lost someone who was changing their whole life. You gotta remember, Dirk changed Vaughn's life. Vaughn was in the process of changing their life. And it's not gonna stop. I know for a fact I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep this shit going. It's get back game forever. And the same guys you guys are dragging, I'd rather you guys come and support. Because at the end of the day, these are the guys that's gonna keep his legacy going. Not Asian Dog, not his family, not to be rude. It's the same guys that have those O-block pieces on their neck. It's the same guys that was in the trenches with him. The same guys that was there when he was locked up. The same guys that was here at every show. The same guys that slept on the floor when it's 15 of them in one house because they didn't want to leave his side. It's the same people y'all dragging. These are not strangers. These are not friends that he met 3 months ago. These are people this man knew since what, 7 years old? Come on, bro. You really think from the whole drill era, from them losing, you know how much people they lost together? Do you know behind every O-block chain they have the death names of members that died? You guys probably don't know that. Behind every O-block chain, these guys share 3 to 4 people dead that they have to live with for the rest of their life. Vaughn just celebrated his best friend birthday on the 31st, the day he dropped his album, with the same guys. And you guys are going on the media dragging the same guys that hurting, that's going through the same stuff that we're going through. And you have no respect for anything else. All y'all see is the straight, yo, they fake, they snakes, they that, Asian Dog coming left, family between this. Come on, man. Like I told from the very beginning, I'm not here to defend myself. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm here to defend Vaughn's legacy. I'm here to defend what he stands for and what he stands on. He stand on O-Block. He stand on his guys. He stand on his family, which is the same people you guys dragging. So y'all not doing Vaughn any justice by dragging these guys, bro. They're hurting right now. Y'all think y'all hurting? Y'all not hurting more than these guys, bro. They was there to physically see they main person, their provider, they childhood friend died for no reason. Couldn't do nothing about it.
That shit still stinks.
And you guys have the audacity to try to make them look like the bad guy. At this point, bro, if you don't have anything to say positive about Vaughn or his situations, just leave it alone, because y'all wasn't there.
You said a lot, though.
Man, powerful. Listen, I'm glad you decided to speak out. You gave me some clarity before, but I think this is going to give much more clarity. And, there's probably going to still be people who are skeptical because, again, when you're mourning and death sometimes is such a irrational thing, and circumstances around that because I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna listen to this and be like, nah, I know Vaughn. Nah, Vaughn wouldn't do that. Nah. And it's gonna, like, not for everybody. What you're saying as a witness, as someone that was there, will be convincing, and also got shot behind it. People are gonna always go with the story that comforts their grief or their own thoughts. I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel Asian Doll is tweeting all that stuff out because she feels like, I don't know how their relationship was, but maybe they could have been closer before. And maybe she could have been more involved in his life. At least right before that. And maybe that's how it's, it's coming out. Because I see that she's tweeting stuff out like, hey, listen, yo, I wish I was there type of stuff. And, that's why y'all, if you would have hooked him, you got to have your girl there. And I'm like, she's feeling some guilt. But hopefully that guilt doesn't come in trying to make other people who had his best interest and also his safety and wanted to protect him, make them look like the bad guys. You get me?
Yeah, no, for sure. And this is love. Asian Doll and Vaughn really had a real relationship. It wasn't no internet relationship, and she definitely because Vaughn loved her, truly loved Asian Doll, and Asian Doll truly loved Vaughn. I mean, no disrespect to Asian Doll. I mean, I know you mourning, and we're mourning together, but it's not right what you're tweeting and what you're doing because you're not helping Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? You're not by doing that. How are you helping someone by tarnishing what they stand for? That's the question I got for everybody. How are you helping the person that died legacy if you're tarnishing it? Especially on false accusations. And I'm not trying to put you out by the spiritual thing and you speaking to him to the afterlife. Because, hey, maybe you do have a superpower that you could speak to the dead. I'm not sure, but that's not facts. That's not proven facts. So don't start speculations that people could turn around and believe as facts when it's not. And to the family of Vaughn, and sincerely, you know what I'm saying, I know what you guys are going through. I can't imagine to lose. I lost my mother at an early age. I can't imagine what y'all going through to lose someone. But come on, guys. Accusing this guys of stealing and doing this, right? Maybe you guys wouldn't know because you guys wasn't as close to his guys as he was, as we was. But all that is fake. All that is false. All that is is speculations. What Vaughn stand on is the same thing those guys stand on. And those guys stand on that with me. And I'm not even as close to them as Vaughn was. So let's do better, guys. And long live King Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Long live Louis. Long live Slutty. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate they lost their life in a crazy situation. But let's stop doing the blame game. Please. Let's stop doing the blame game. It's not going to help anybody. It's not going to bring him back. Let's remember him for what he was. The best storytelling artist at all times. And a great musician and a real deal gangster that lived and died on what he stand on. Good or bad. Good or bad. He lived and stand on it. And I appreciate everyone for sending their condolences and checking on Big J. And I know the fans is picking their heroes. The guy in the white, he was there the whole time. Guys, all those guys did the same thing that he did, okay?
Who was the guy in the white?
Okay. All of them did the same thing he did. And if you can see on the camera, he even moved back when the shots was getting fired. At one point, there was no one by Vaughn but so-and-so and Vaughn. Then everybody else came back once it dimmed down. Nobody else did nothing different. Please stop bashing everybody. Stop bashing the DJ. Stop bashing people just because y'all want to feel pain. Y'all want to bring it upon them. Like, that's not right. That's not right, bro. For real.
No, 100%. Yo, we're gonna leave it here. Listen, I'm again. Long live King Von. We're all mourning. Obviously, like, this isn't a time to compare who's mourning more, who's feeling what pain. We all love tremendous artist, and for the people who are close to him, it's just a different process. And again, I don't think no one ever gets used to death. Man, I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, man. Like, again, hey,
yeah, I'm happy he's doing
not all managers is moving around with artists. You know, like, a lot lot of people, they're managers, and they just kind of chill back and do the deals. Like, you're in a hot seat. I don't know if that changes your opinion on maybe moving around with artists as you have, but I'm glad you actually spoke, and hopefully, hopefully we can have more conversations like this when it's appropriate. I know fans got a million questions about Melly the Third. Obviously, you didn't ever feel it was appropriate that you should ever need to say or correct anything, and that's exactly why you haven't spoken on that. So, hey, we'll leave that at that as well. We'll definitely speak more, but for everybody who's watching, I think the message is loud and clear. Respect the people who are around them. Allow people to mourn, but also don't use your own mourning to just be a way to disseminate pure fiction. Okay? Any last words, my man?
Shit, free my little brother Melly. He'll be home soon. Long live King Von. Long live Louis. Long live Slutty. Get back in forever.
All right, man. Definitely. All right. Listen, everybody, please, just show some support to the guys. And listen, that's a wrap.
You know what I want to just do real quick? Like this whole thing where when someone passed away and y'all disrespect the dead. I see a lot of that going on. I think we need to cancel that out. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who died. Like, I think, and I feel it's a bunch of idiots on the internet, who have nothing to do and who don't understand what's going on, and y'all try to create this beef. I see that shit a lot. Y'all need to fall back on that. If someone passed away, show your respect, and then do that. Long and fun, that's it.
Yeah.
Farmer's policy for new car replacement, this will be a minor interruption.
Good. Especially for them.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's policy perks.
We are farmers.
Raymore and Flanagan has the solution for your best sleep yet. Get a free adjustable base with the purchase of select mattresses. Plus, with free next-day delivery, you'll be sleeping better.
Later in the morning, he told one of his friends he was going to Oak Street in the Gold Coast, which is the luxurious shopping district of Chicago. He was going to get his son some clothes for his birthday.
Of course I know motherfucker. I'm a very disrespectful person. I know what I did in my lifetime, but I ain't gonna go nowhere I ain't wanted, because I ain't gonna play with my life. Cause my life mean a lot.
But first, we begin this hour 18 with several breaking...
You heard what he said? He said he accepted the stuff that he did in his life, but he said he's not that stupid. He's not gonna go nowhere he's not wanting. So I mean, at least he had that knowledge of, I know I did some fuck shit, but I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, he did say, I know I'm doing disrespectful stuff.
Yeah, he
to
said,
put myself in harm's way. So it's like,
but they both, but yeah, exactly.
Just like he said.
No, we know what he said. I'm just saying.
Of course I know motherfuckers gonna kill me. I'm a very disrespectful person. I know what I did in my lifetime, but I ain't gonna go nowhere I ain't wanted, because I ain't gonna play with my life. Because my life mean a lot.
But first, we begin...
He said his life mean a lot, but see, this is the twisted thing about it. They said that you said his life mean a lot, but still he said, like, I say disrespectful, like you said, baby. Yeah, I still do disrespectful stuff, but yet you have to understand the energy you put out there at the same time. That's what I'm trying to get out of it. At least he's aware. You know what I'm saying?
He knows people want him.
Right, because he says things.
Yeah, but that's another thing. People gotta understand. Don't be taunting all these people, man.
Yeah, we don't like it on anybody doing that stuff.
You're bringing multiple people towards your way.
You won't even know who your enemy is.
So you don't know who's your enemy.
You might be disrespecting someone who lives next door to you, you know?
That's what I'm saying. So you might be saying this gang, and then this person is right next corner.
You might be his relative.
Yeah, he connected to that gang. So it's like you just create an enemy that you probably don't even see. You can't even see your enemy. So you don't know who to look out for. And that stuff like that, that's crazy, right?
In this hour 18 with several breaking stories, including gunfire steps from the Mag Mile on Oak Street.
We know 3 people have been shot.
The man and woman were seriously injured in the shooting, but their friend, a rising Chicago rapper, did not survive.
a machine gun going off.
Howard Gordon happened to be standing outside his convenience store. His store surveillance captured the horrific sounds.
I knew for sure this was gunshots.
It was real crazy that would happen right here in this area. Out of nowhere. It was quiet and peaceful and shopping going on there.
Downtown type area? That's what I'm saying. It looked like downtown. And it happened right in front of the men's store. Yeah. That's wild. Like, they don't care. Like, they don't get you. That's the type of energy. That's what I'm saying.
All the fantasy, seeing people just be, shopping and stuff at. But the thing is, it's just that the reason why they know that's the only way they'll get Duck.
Because they couldn't find him in here.
Duck said, I won't be around you. So they can place where one of them is at. Gotta get him somewhere else that he don't expect.
Someone has to be haunting him.
Yeah, they do. That's crazy.
That's why I ain't got it.
Alright, we get a top. About the FBG Duck situation, and I've seen people on social media making jokes about it. I don't think they realize the horrific consequences that's gonna happen as a result of this. FBG Duck was killed in broad day.
The same bullshit again? Now, see, is it the opposite side, or is this regular people on the internet being stupid? See?
The opposite.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they just whatever. I don't understand this shit.
Daylight in busy downtown Chicago,
Oh,
right next
downtown.
to Saks Fifth and Dolce Gabbana in the Gold Coast. This is like the high-end, luxurious shopping area of the city. Him getting killed there is like someone getting shot on Fifth Avenue in New York, or a drive-by on Rodeo Drive in LA.
So these people look like, I don't give a damn. This is your only chance type of shit. You better do it. That's the energy I'm getting from this. And in front of a bunch of people, don't give a fuck who gets shot with him. This is crazy.
Incredibly rare. And of course, Duck is extremely high profile. He's a gangster disciple, longtime rival of Lil Durk, King Von, Chief Keef, and they've been going at it for years. There's been dozens and dozens of casualties on both sides, and 3 weeks ago, Duck dropped a song called Dead Bitches, where he disrespects a couple of fallen O-Block kids, including the deceased kid that O-Block is named after, O.D. Perry. A lot of people think that this song is what triggered.
He was dissing a lot of. We didn't do reaction to that one.
That's why I heard that he was dissing upon some passing people.
Yeah.
Which
we don't know.
One of the top-notch thing you don't want to do.
Nobody should be disrespecting any dead. Like, honestly, that's how we feel. Like, nobody should be disrespecting the dead. Like, once they're gone, let these people rest in peace. You know, don't put that type of energy out there. Like.
He disrespects a couple of fallen O-Block kids, including the deceased kid that O-Block is named after, O.D. Perry. A lot of people think that this song is what triggered Duck's assassination. The gun that FBG Duck is holding in that music video is the same one that jammed up on him on Tuesday when he was killed. But what a lot of people don't know is Chicago PD received.
Jammed up on him, so he couldn't even retaliate if he wanted to. So what are the chances that your gun jammed up on you when you most needed it? Like, for you to defend, I'm saying.
Wow.
So I don't know.
That is so crazy.
I don't know. That's too deep for me.
Joe.
You can't even defend yourself if you wanted to.
Gun jamming up on you? That is.
That's a coincidence?
Holding in that music video is the same one that jammed up on him on Tuesday when he was killed. But what a lot of people don't know is Chicago PD received a safety alert late on Tuesday that claimed Duck was on social media antagonizing his rivals hours before he went to the Gold Coast. Then we saw close friends of FBG Duck come out and say he had $1 million bounty put on his head. And I've seen people say this can't be true. Think about a war where one side has music industry money, cash that they can inject directly into their side.
Look how much money Chief Keef and Duck them to rent off. You niggas would go drop off guns in the hood
get into all this, but before we do, check out.
That's why I like y'all, because y'all help, these documentaries help us understand how stuff can happen, you know? Look how he's saying because certain people have money, they can fund certain things, and if they want something done, they could do it just as easily because they have control, you know?
Chicago is a gangster city.
Open. Remember?
Ever since Al Capone and Prohibition in the 20s, the multiple capo regimes who ruled the drug trade, the weapons trade, and the gambling, decade after decade, it's been clear you cannot control Chicago's gangs. Right now, there's over 150,000.
Because that's what they based it off of back in the days. Drugs, money, that's what regulated movement. So they say, in the fact that he said you can't even control it if you wanted to.
I don't have any stone.
No, I don't see it like that. I feel like it's still, things could still change for them. I don't feel
know,
like
that's sure.
Yeah, the majority know the same thing. That's why even the cops can't stop.
Where's that patch?
So I think that's why they back up and let them hurt each other to see if they can get smaller and then
that's fucked up. That sounds like that Tupac sit back and let them kill each other. I don't like it.
Active gang members split into hundreds of sets and thousands of subsets. The south side of Chicago has the largest ghettos in America. It's stretched over 70 blocks. You can drive from 63rd to 127th Street. There's dilapidated buildings, pitchforks spray painted on the walls, and yellow tape embedded in the cracks. What was once organized Gangster Disciple and Black Disciple factions built around enterprise and making money has since been completely wiped out. The new generation is starting a completely different war. They're not fighting over drug supply chains or distribution routes. It's just murder. Retaliation for this murder. Revenge for that song. For this, and so on.
For real. Look how the new generation taking it. Back then, people used to argue about money and drugs, and that was their issue. Now the new generation, oh, you said this to me? Okay, I'm gonna retaliate. Okay, I'm gonna get revenge for my brother from 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have a more structured way of dealing with stuff. The older generation.
I want all this to be quartz.
Crazy, like, yeah.
And while it's true, Duck did say in interviews that it was possible to unite with his enemies in the future. He even made a song, Chicago Legends, bigging up the other side and giving props to fallen BD rappers like Fredo Santana and L.A. Capone. But realistically, this shit runs so deep, a truce was never really in the cards.
We the niggas started dissing dead niggas first. We started that shit.
So you said there was a possible way of linking up? That's what Duck said?
And when you say linking up, like knowing that even though I diss you,
yeah,
I know I'm gonna might see you face to face. It's like he wasn't scared to mess with his ops. When he said link up, not talking about link up that's cool with link up. Like,
wait,
run into.
That's what he meant?
He meant like run into.
Why he said it like that, man? He told me
I know it's more run into type stuff. I know I can run into you, but I'm still say these words.
So even though possibly I'm gonna die from what I say.
They don't care. Like careless, like they don't care. On a disrespectful level, that's what they mean.
Unite with his enemies in the future. He even made a song, Chicago Legends, bigging up the other side and giving props to fallen BD rappers like Fredo Santana and L.A. Capone. But realistically, this shit runs so deep, a truce was never really in the cards.
No, he meant it the other way, baby. You're wrong. Because he said a truce was in the cards. He said that there was a way in the future, because he was bigging up the ops. This is what Trap Geek said. He said there was a way there was going to be a possible truce. There was no way for them to do that truce thing. That's what Trap Geek said. So it's not what you said. You're not listening. Run it back. You're going to hear what he said.
And food.
You ain't listening.
Buildings, pitchforks spray painted on the walls, and yellow tape embedded in the cracks. What was once organized Gangster Disciple and Black Disciple factions built around enterprise and making money had...
One moment. top bar. Where's that other top?
Yeah, keep watching your show, you little weirdo. I'm tired. About damn time. About damn time. Ah! She got me! She got me! I hate my headset. I don't even text my sister. Oh, you know what I gotta do, bruh? I wanna do that fishing farm. That's what I gotta do. Give me some string. That's what I gotta do, that fishing farm. I gotta go catch a fish, so. Not with a fishing pole, but with a bucket. Fuck. I think it'll be a while until I find fish. Why can't you ever try it? Murder scan. Oh yeah. What's this dude doing on there? Got on his leads. Come here. Big heads. What I mean? I'm gonna go this way. Oh, I should have stacked my saddle. Alright. What? What?
You're gonna spill out water.
I'm not moving.
Oh, you don't play this game a lot?
This game?
You've been playing games since I got home today.
Minecraft.
No, multiple games.
I've only played Minecraft. Night.
Can I sleep only about 9%?
You too. Oh, perfect time. We just started. Sorry. Better do it for fishing.
No, it's not.
Ah.
How do you lie to your father?
She don't, she was lying. Shit, how'd that John just gain a helmet over? Better 100, like. Oh, I need to sleep. I'm sleeping above this bed. Ah, Jesus. Yeah. Hey! Oh, they're here. Oh, it's still raining. Oh, I got all these. Dead animals can die. All these monsters need to die. Catch this fade. You can catch this fade real quick. Woo! Give me that power. Oh, let's go, baby. Actually, don't use this. What do I use to combine two things? Oh, an anvil. Oh, that's so much iron. Just get that sucker strapped up right now. Should've got multiple, huh? That is what it is. Damn, that's loud. That raw fish. Yeah, that's loud as hell. Ah. That water tastes good. Some leather boots. Ah, pup brush. Yeah, I think I'll end stream. How long am I streaming for? Oh, too hype.
Changes your opinion on maybe moving around with artists as you have, but I'm glad you actually spoke, and hopefully, hopefully we can have more conversations like this when it's appropriate. When it's appropriate. You know, I know fans got a million questions about Melly this and third. Obviously, you didn't ever feel it was appropriate that you should ever need to say or correct anything. When it's appropriate. You know, I know fans got a million questions about Melly this and third. Obviously, you didn't ever feel it was appropriate that you should ever need to say or correct anything, and that's exactly why you haven't spoken on that. So, hey, we'll leave that at that as well. We'll definitely.
You're supposed to put away. What is all this stuff?
What's all what?
What's all this?
Well, that I needed the tail for the mouse.
I love you.
I love it too, Mama.
You got lips in your mouth?
Yeah. Yup.
Speak more, but for everybody who's watching, I think the message is loud and clear. Respect the PA. They're slutty. You know, get back in yourself. Alright, man. Definitely, alright. Listen, everybody, please, just show some support. You know what I'm saying? Going on, and y'all. Later. Like, it's some fuck shit. I'm a very. Yeah, right. Mile on out.
Mine.
Incredibly rare, and of course, Duck is extremely high profile.
Look at my nails.
Oh. Cool.
You should have got.
Well, let's go on. We're gonna go on. Stop there.
I got a Charlie horse this morning.
Maybe it's because you lay in bed all day.
Did you hear, Mom?
What? What'd she say?
Dad's feet are more ticklish than yours are.
That don't mean I'm not gonna not like it. Oh my god. Oh, he's sleeping for sure. Ah.
You watched the fucking Redskins game?
Yes, sir.
That's just what I'm saying. Team with no goddamn name.
Then they're gonna be like, oh, what's your team's record?
Literally, that's exactly what I'm saying. We lost to a team that was 4-7.
Even if they're still the Redskins, they still would have been the Redskins.
Literally. And the Redskins had fucking...
I didn't even mind. I didn't even watch it. I just looked at the box score and I saw that they were up at half, and then now I just saw that they lost. That shit was funny.
The whole game was fucking... Steelers were up 14-0. They blew up like...
Yeah, I
they
saw
blew
that.
a 14-0 lead.
I mean, yeah, the Giants almost blew a fucking lead last night. It was fucking 5-0 at halftime. Yeah. Dude couldn't fucking catch a ball.
That, Chief, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, me too. I've been on Minecraft this whole day.
Good.
Like, I haven't got off.
Jesus.
You should see my base when I get back on tomorrow. It's pretty fire.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it.
Alright.
No.
See ya. I didn't even mind.